What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fallout 4 video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to build the ultimate melee robot specifically for close quarters combat. Now this is about utilizing all of your damage modifiers, and we're going to go ahead and just add ourselves a bit of a ranged attack for just in case. So first and most important is the torso. Now I decided to go with the Automatron torso mainly because it provides high defense and high health, as well as the fact that it enables us to install the Automatron head laser. In the way of movement speed, the Mr. Handy torso provides superior movement speed. However, if we do that, we lose damage resistance as well as health and the ability to install the Automatron head laser. And this is not what we want, because we want to make sure that we've got at least one ranged attack for just in case. Now in the way of armor, I went with the Warmonger serrated plate. Now this is our first bleed damage modifier, and it's also very important in any melee build. This is much like building a rogue character in, most RPGs. The bleeding damage just adds to the overall bonus DPS value of the build, as well as the fact that it allows you to put the hurt on enemies between each pause of each swing. This is just for the front armor. For the rear armor, we're going to go ahead and do the same kind of thing, and we're going to add the Merciless Toxic Plate. Now this adds radiation damage, okay? Now even though radiation damage only affects non-radiated enemies such as human beings, I think this is still an essential bonus damage, okay? Because you can quite easily run into raiders and other human enemies at any given time. So even though I know that adding all these little extra damage buffs are going to reduce the maximum defense, I want to try and utilize as much bonus damage as I can. For the torso mod, I use the Tesla coils. These are also very important because your robot's always going to be up close and personal with enemies, and this just adds bonus damage while up close. Next, for the head, I chose the Automatron head laser. Okay, I love this weapon, and it's just very handy for in cases when an enemy might be on a rooftop or a balcony. Just make sure for the head armor that you install the hydraulic frame here. It's important for us to ensure that we get the most amount of defense as we can, as well as keeping all of our damage buffs. And moving along to the arms now. Of course, we're going to use the Automatron arms here, as they add extra melee damage and provide pretty reasonable defense values as well. And for the armor, we're going to once again install the Warmonger serrated plates again. Now I'm not entirely sure whether the bleed damage stacks up here, but I have tested it myself and it does prove to be a little more effective. Of course, I'm still speculating at the moment, but for now they still look good and they still provide a pretty reasonable amount of defense, and they look pretty beast as well. And for the hands, I use the hammer saws here. Okay, they are exceptional weapons and they provide a huge amount of attack power. The stealth blades are also a good option here as well. However, the hammer saw just offers a little more attack and they just look plain awesome. And because both arms are identical, I'm going to go ahead and move along to the legs, which of course we want to try and utilize maximum movement speed here, so we're going to go with the Mr. Handy thrusters. And we're going to pair that with the Voltic frame. This is just going to boost the energy damage to the Automatron head laser and the Tesla coils as well. Now slap on a nice red paint job or a color of your choice and we're pretty much done here. Of course, everyone has their own preferences, so if that's the case, then just chop and change to tailor to your own needs. This is just one melee build. I'm sure there's hundreds of different ways to build a melee robot. I've done a lot of field testing with this build and it proves to be quite effective. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please don't forget to leave a like. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.